Alright guys, today we're going to find out what happens when we throw a whole turkey down to the bottom of the ocean. One whole turkey going in. Flying down to the bottom, literally. So I tried this once before. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you probably saw it already. But it was an epic fail. But there's one thing that I hate more than failing. It's giving up. So I'm going to try this again. I got an underwater camera on the pot, so we should get some cool underwater footage. Well guys, I thought I had it planned out well. I thought I had a good angle. I thought everything was set, recording and everything, but it looks like there just wasn't enough light down there. And I thought I had it about the same depth. I think last time I had it at 35 feet. This time maybe it was like 40. So I'm not sure if that 5 feet made a difference. But whatever reason, all the footage came out dark. So fail on that front, but the crabbing itself didn't go too poorly. So stay tuned for that, the rest of the video here. Okay, now while that turkey's down there soaking, finding some crabs hopefully, I'm gonna go, I got a couple other pots back here. I got some old fish I'm gonna put down as well. And maybe we'll get a few more crabs. So I've got high hopes today, and one reason for that is we just had a huge swell roll through. I mean, if you live in the Bay Area, or if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture about it. We had some 60-foot waves here at Mavericks, which is just off that way. And because of that, I mean, obviously, you're not gonna do any crabbing when there's, 20, 30-foot swells rolling through. So hopefully the crabs, they kind of hunkered down while those big swells were rolling through, and now they're out and ready to feed. So I'm hoping that they're hungry. They're gonna be looking for some food. Alright, here's our second pot going in. This is just a regular fish carcass here, nothing special. Second pot going in. I always like to space out my pots at least. Probably about 100 yards. Or I feel like the further the pot, the better. But I'd say 100 yards is good enough. Alright, one more to go. The one thing I noticed today in my paddle out is usually there's all kinds of buoys all over the place from all kinds of other crab pots. Because of that high swell that I was talking about, everyone took their crab pots out, or they just washed away if they weren't able to get out here. So it's actually really good news for us because now there's less competition, and ideally those crabs are hungry from that big swell, and my pots are the only ones out here. So it all should add up to a bountiful crab day, but fishing, it's never for sure, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm optimistic that today's going to be a good day. So these pots here are Danielson crab pots. They're pretty common. You can find them on Amazon. I'll leave them linked in the description below. I wouldn't say that they're anything special, but they definitely get the job done. I think they're probably the cheapest, good quality crab pots on the market at least. So if you're looking at crabs or drop some pots off of a kayak, this is definitely the way to go. They're lightweight, they fold up so they're easy to store, and then all I've added on top is the crab trap harness and this little bait clip. These are like, I don't know, $1, super cheap. And then here's that bait clip. It's just basically a big metal safety pin, and this is a good way to hang your bait off of the trap when you're not using turkey, of course. It'll be interesting to see. We're doing a lot of experience here today with the turkey, and on this one I'm putting 2 rock caddis compared to 1 on the last one, so it'll be interesting to see if that makes any difference on how many crabs we catch. My feeling is that it won't. I mean, I feel like they smell one carcass, they're gonna smell 2. All right, last one going in. So when I'm dropping it down, I don't like to just let it go, because then I feel like, I'm not really sure, but I feel like the crab has a chance to, or the trap has a chance to fall on its side or on its top. And if that happens, you're not going to catch any crabs. So I like to feed it lying down, and then once it hits the bottom, just kind of feel around, see if it feels like sand, because we're looking for sand. We're trying to catch Dungeness crab today. And it feels like sand. You just want to make sure that that trap lands properly. You don't want it to be leaning. You know, if it lands on a rock and it's leaning like this, there's no chance, the doors will open up, and then you have less chance of that crab staying in there. So nice to just kind of feel around. That feels good. All right. So we're gonna let those soak for about 3 to 4 hours, I think. Ideally, when you're crabbing, the longer soak, the better. But we just don't have that much time today. So 3 to 4 hours should be plenty of time for these crabs to find these traps, and we'll see how we do. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing. And if you're more into the fishing side of things, this is gonna be for another video. It's kind of an exciting video that I've been planning to do for a while, and I just haven't got around to it. But today's the day. So if you're more into those, I'll leave it linked in the description below. It's probably going to come out after this video, the crabbing video. So if you're watching this immediately when it comes out, it's not out yet, but it's coming soon. So stay tuned for that. And the beauty of YouTube, 3 hours to me is just a clap of the hands for you guys. And just like that, 3 hours later, just wrapped up the fishing, and that's going to be a fun video. Needless to say, we ended it with a bang. So stay tuned for that one. But in the meantime, I gotta go back and find my crab pots here. And we're gonna hopefully have a combo fish and crab feast tonight. Pulling up on our crab pots now. I'm gonna strap on the head cam and we'll pull them up. I think this is the one where we put 2 fish carcasses in, and we'll do the turkey one last. And yeah, it's the moment of truth. Hopefully we got crab in here. So I said before, I kind of like to do longer soaks, but we only had time for a 3-hour soak today. So that may or may not have been not enough time. Oh wow, a bunch of rock crab. All right, so like I said before, we're trying to aim for sandy area, but it looks like this might have been in a more rocky area somehow. Oh, rock crab. Oh, one popped out there. A little bit too small. Toss this one back. We got a couple of good ones here though. I think we're gonna keep these 2 bigger ones. This is a male rock crab. I think it's a red rock crab. Really nice claws there. Most people prefer the Dungeness because their claws have more meat in them, or the legs, I mean. The claws on these have good meat, but the legs are kind of small compared to the rest of the body, which is why most people prefer the Dungeness. But these are good eating too, so we're gonna keep this one and throw the other 2 back. Number 2 coming up here. Feels heavy. Maybe it's just in my... Oh yeah, we got some good ones in here. Oh yeah. That's how we do it right there. Now those are some quality crabs. Funny, this one only had 1 measly little rockfish in it. But it must have been in a good spot because we cleaned up on these. And these right here are the Dungeness. These are the ones that we're after today. Really went after this rockfish, basically gone. Alright guys, my GoPro just died, but basically just save you the trouble of having to measure them all. We had 2 females that were too short, 1 male that was too short, but 3 jumbo dungies there, and those are probably 6.5 inches apiece, and then also 1 big rock crab. So not a bad pot. We'll add it to our one from the other pot. So we got 2 rock crab, 3 dungies so far, and the last pot is the one you've all been waiting for, the turkey pot. So I'm gonna have to put this phone down, and we'll catch you back when I bring the pot up. Alright guys, I've jerry-rigged my phone, give you guys somewhat of a terrible angle. You'd think after 100 and something videos I'd have the whole technology thing figured out, but we're still struggling with that. So this is the turkey pot, the last pot with the underwater camera. So hopefully you guys saw some cool underwater footage from that. And we're gonna pull it up and see if there's any crabs left in it. Now what's interesting is this feels really heavy, but I'm not sure if it's the turkey that's still in there or if there's a wad of crabs on it. Oh God. Oh, there it is. And there's a turkey and there's still a bunch of crabs in there. So that's good. Oh shoot. Try not to flip here. This turkey's so heavy that bringing it in is close to tipping this kayak. So I gotta lean back and bring it in at the same time like that. All right. Huh. We did it. Rock crab, I don't know if you guys can see that. Toss him back. Okay, so let's get this turkey out of here. No more need for this. All right, whatever crabs are down there are gonna have a feast. Female, too small. Ooh. That one almost got me. Too small. This is interesting. I think it's a rock crab. You know what? I'll keep him. All right. There's a nice male. Plenty big enough. And all right, guys. Save you the trouble of measuring again, but 3 more keepers, 3 more keeper Dungeness, and I think 2 more rock crabs. So all together, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dungeness, and 1, 2, 3 rock crabs. So the limit on Dungeness here in California is 10 per person, but you got to work hard to get 10 out here in a kayak. And I think 6 is actually my most productive day ever in the kayak. So not too bad. And 1 fish, which I can't show you yet because that's coming in the next video. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.